This week, Parliament returned in a very darkened mood following the senseless killing of David Amess MP. I took part in the tribute. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. If you had told me before I was elected in 2015 that just a few years later I'd be sitting at home greeting over the death of a Thatcherite Tory MP, I would not have believed you. But my partner Nadia and I did just that, for it was David who had died. David was the first cross-party friend I made in the Commons when I was elected. He was a joy to work with on committee, and he roped me into all sorts of APGs and escapades as well. And he will be sorely missed. He will not, however, be forgotten. And when I think back on my memories in this place, the most favourite ones will feature David. He already, I should say, features in a number of my burn supper speeches around a story of a haggis, but that's too long to tell in these short tributes. And I hope I can find the energy and the enthusiasm to tell it with the fun that it deserves. So let me just pay my respects to David and send my best wishes to his family. I cannot believe what they will be going through at this time. Thank you. Without rushing to any conclusions, there will now need to be a review of security arrangements to ensure everyone's safety, including that of staff and constituents who contact us. At Health Questions, I call for clarity over the health and social care levy. Can she provide clarity about every penny of Barnet Consequentials which will be given to the devolved nations? And I called on the rest of the UK to match Scotland's commitment to free health care. Record levels of funding by the Scottish Government for primary care will protect free eye examinations and free prescriptions for people in Scotland, and will also enable the abolition of all NHS dentistry charges. Will the Minister follow Scotland's lead and commit to a similar policy for England? As usual, the big issue was that of the coronavirus, and across various sessions, I challenged the UK Government over the Valneva vaccine, then over their delays in acting to redress the rising infection rates, and I offered my support in encouraging vaccine take-up. We know that, if approved, Valneva's will be the only inactivated, adjuvanted whole virus vaccine against COVID-19 in the UK, a fantastic innovation, particularly for those who have been waiting for an inactivated vaccine. I'd like to know when it might be available for our constituents. The Secretary of State's stance of not implementing Plan B at this point does not look credible. It looks like repeating previous mistakes of acting too late. On the issue of getting the unvaccinated vaccinated, the government does have my full support. It is incumbent on every one of us as MPs to show leadership and to encourage our constituents to take up the vaccinations. This week, the government betrayed another of its 2014 referendum promises over carbon capture and storage. Can anyone remember anything promised by unionists to win the vote that hasn't been proved false? It's little wonder unionism is trying to stymie the democracy in Scotland and ignore our democratic mandates. They won't fare well in a vote held while people can remember the litany of lies and misinformation they told us last time. People cannot be governed against their will. Democracy must win out. The alternative is unthinkable. Digital copies of the latest 8-page Yes leaflet can be downloaded from the link in the description. Please do help share the content. This week, my bill on energy pricing had its second reading, and attempts to safeguard customers were, as expected, rejected by the government, which remains content to rely on price-switching websites and the existing energy price caps. As always, do get in touch if you would like an advice surgery appointment. And until next week, stay safe.